is very, very huge. If we were able to do it in 2020, and we have been given the nod, and with the caliber of people that have been nominated, I undoubtedly believe that 2023 is going to be crafashing. So, enjoy your stay and enjoy your period. Thank you so much.
Fencing. Some people think fencing is a very dangerous game, especially.
Push, what?
Let's give it up for them. Let's give it up for them.
President of the Ghana Fencing Association, Mr. Mohammed Mahadi, nominees for the LOC for the Cadet African Junior and Under 15 Championships. All protocol observed, members of the media. I am here to represent the executive chairman of the 13th African Games Accra 2023 LOC, the local organizing committee. He would have loved to be here himself, but other pressing issues which are equally important to the success of organizing the African Games has taken him away from here. I'm the second in command, so we discussed everything that I should say here. Indeed, we are grateful for the invitation to be part of this event, and we are here to give a solidarity message. We are here to identify ourselves with this championship. And we are here to give full support to whatever is happening. We have confidence in the Ghana Fencing Association. We have confidence in the nominees for the LOC for this championship. And we believe you are going to organize a very memorable and successful event. We wish you well, and thank you very much.
For the operating officer for the LOC African Games, I think he doesn't need any introduction here. He's the father of sports. I think I always call him like that. Dr. Emmanuel, a fantastic man who never leaves us, always being with us. The president of the Ghana Fencing Association, my own brother, Mr. Mohammed Mahadi, the executives of the Fencing Association who are here with us, and the various partners, and especially those who have also been invited here or offered themselves to serve on the local organizing committee for this important competition to be hosted here in Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, the media, you are all recognized. I must say that we from the National Sports Authority, the agency of government for sports, are very much pleased to be part of this particular championship, the 2023 Ghana Cadet Junior Africa Fencing Championship. We know you always can do it because you have done it before. I remember at the time in 2020, just before the outbreak of the COVID-19, my own brother had been in my office and he initiated this particular discussion and came to hit me and said, "Prof, we want to bring the whole Africa to Ghana." And I said, "Can you do it?" He said, "Prof, yes, we can." He did it. And I was at the time even also assigned duties by the minister to also attend on his behalf some other important events, but I chose to give up that and be with my brother, and I was pushed. And I think that it was proper I did so. Because I was so much stunned when I came there and I saw representation from 13 African countries represented there with all the various disciplines that they have filed athletes to compete in. And in the end, Ghana was pronounced the 10th on the African continent. It's a great achievement. My minister extends his greetings to you and also congratulate you for the fight that you keep on doing for the Africa and for that matter for Ghana. This has come at the right time, especially when Ghana, for the first time in the history of the establishment of African Games, we have been given the right and the privilege to be able to host for the first time the 13th African Games, of which you saw the chief operating officer being here. It tells you that we have a great important event ahead of us, and this will be one of the best platforms for us to rehearse as a country and to fully take advantage of what is ahead of us. Mr. Mahadi, we are grateful to you. The Ghana Fencing Association, today, if I'm to review some of the achievements, I think probably we may not finish because I have a lengthy records of them. And when you visit me at the National Sports Authority, you can see many medals that have been collected by them. They have always been with us. I wasn't surprised that this particular combat sports, which also Ghana adopted so early, and it was one of the first disciplines adopted by the IOC for competitions. And Ghana has always been there. I remember when I took over here as the Director General, I went with them to the African Games. His team that he sent there, although they did not bring medals, but I must tell you that the performance was so impressive. So impressive. The ladies and the males who represented, and I think I wasn't surprised to see them this morning demonstrating it, and it shows how much talent we have in Ghana. When he took up the other project, which he aimed at going to the rural communities to also look for talent and hunt for talent, I said that is the way to go. Because you know, when you mention fencing across the country, it appears to be quite alien to us. Fencing, what is the fencing? Some even probably even define as maybe jumping over a fence. You are not jumping over a fence. It's a combat sport. With what? With swords. Maybe if you mention the sword fight, the people will remember, or the gladiators, they will know. Because in our rural communities, I must tell you, this is something that people do all the time. How do they even take care of their farms? It's a form of fencing. Everybody holds cutlasses. Maybe it's not a sword, but it's also a form of holding yourself ready for combat. And I agree with me that the Honorable Minister Mustafa Yusuf has been extending support to almost all the federations, about 47 federations that we have. Are actually selflessly providing some support. It's not about how much you earn, but it's about how much you offer. Of Ghana.
Say is a regional tour to make sure that the best team is being selected to represent Ghana, and then to get them to come first week of January. That is what we're expecting. That will be our next line in action. various committees will also be inaugurated soon, so that they can also pick up their mantle to make Ghana proud.
I'm looking at, you mentioned about tour, regional tour. What are the criteria? What are the expectations? How are you getting the players into the national team to represent the country?
Yeah, we are approaching this tournament with two-side approach. First side approach is to make sure that we have all-inclusive, that is all regional reps. The second one is also trying to make sure that we have a long-term, it falls within our long-term strategic planning, which is Paris 2024, Dakar 2026. So, as part of our strategic planning, these are the areas we are looking at as to what we'll be doing in the various regions. So it means that not necessarily we are going to focus on the existing clubs or athletes that we have, but we're also going to take the opportunity to select younger athletes that would serve or play in the under 15, so long as there is going to be a 1 month, 2 weeks training campaign at the National Fencing Academy. So it's more or less like to groom them, not to fade out. 2020, most of our athletes that participated in the 2020 Cadet Junior Icebreaker Championship have now been transited to the senior level. So yet it is good for the senior national team, but it is bad for the junior national team. That means we are starting almost afresh to be able to have the seeding to that. So that is what we are doing. We are just going by our strategic planning to make sure that it falls within our strategic plan.
How important is this competition or event to Ghana Fencing Association and the government?
I'm very happy with your line of question. Yes, how important is it to us? If you could remember, His Excellency the President of the Republic, Nadel Akua, tasked the sports minister to go out and bid for the African Games, which Ghana won. Now it is up to us, the technical men on the ground, who heads the federation, to make sure that we prepare adequately to make Ghana proud. Yes, that is actually the patriotic heart we are going or approaching this tournament with the patriotic heart, to make sure that we get the right preparation in place ahead of the All-African Games. So this game actually is a stepping stone to the almighty All-African Games, and trying to meet the aspiration of the father of the land in making Ghana a hub of African sports.
Financial, how strong is GFA, Ghana Fencing Association, with regards to organizing this event?
Financially, well, I like this. Financially, Ghana Fencing Association is not financially good, but I believe that so long as we are approaching this with a patriotic heart, we are falling much more on the corporate Ghana and much more on the corporate Ghana, and the government to be able to organize this event successfully. So mechanism is being put in place, a lot of sub-committees, and we hope that we'll be able to sell this marketing right to corporate Ghana to be able to raise the needed funding for the championship. So we have almost 80% strategic that goes to the corporate world, because it's more or less like we end up going to international tournament, going into these same corporate bodies to say that we want to sponsor us to World Championship or Olympic Games. Now we are bringing the multinational sports in the country. Isn't it a unique opportunity for them to manage their own mileage? So I believe if we are able to get to them with the right approach, they should be able to support us to meet our demands, and which we are doing.
We didn't mention the support of the government.
Well, with the support of the government, we could hear the LOC. The LOC have thrown in their support. The Honorable Minister, we've had some discussion with the Honorable Minister. Professor Chumese, we've also had some discussion with them. So our main focus is we just leave no stone unturned to make sure that this event